If you enjoy this podcast, then be sure to check out Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, where you can get your daily dose of farm wisdom. Tune in every day to learn the latest tips, tricks, and stories from the world of farming. Whether you're a seasoned farmer or just getting started, our podcast has something for everyone. Join us as we explore topics like farm business, crop planning, soil management, and tools and technology. Start your day off right with Farm Small, Farm Smart Daily, available on all major podcast platforms. Don't miss out. Subscribe today. What are your thoughts for somebody new? And let's just say, I think most new farmers, they come in two ways. I've worked at a farm and now I'm starting my own, or I've gardened and now I'm starting my own farm. So for somebody in those scenarios coming in that wants to run this CSA type model, which you have and you can explain it, what are the things that you think lend itself to somebody who's new?
All right. So let me first say this. If you've been market farming for 10 years and you are really good at it, what I'm about to say is going to be no good to you. This is strictly for people starting out or maybe having a problem the first couple of years. Let me put that out there because I know this isn't what full-time $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year market farms do. This is what I do, doing it part-time and when I first started out. And it's been really successful doing it this way once I figured it out, is I pick 3 to 4 crops a season. And that's it. And that allows me to focus on those 3 to 4 crops. Because what I've learned, and experience is the best teacher, is because I've always wanted to do a CSA. I never wanted to do restaurants. I never wanted to do grocery stores. I always wanted to do CSA because I like people. I like the interaction between people. When I started my CSA, I was going to do 9, 10 crops every season, $25 basket of CSA stuff. What I learned is I couldn't do that, especially doing it part-time. Even if I was doing it full-time, I just didn't have the knowledge of how to plan, how to grow that many crops, how to space that many crops, how to physically water, take care of that many crops. So after a year or two, I figured out, you know what? I'm going to scale down to Curtis Stone made it famous, the 80-20 philosophy, or in my eyes, he did because he always talked about it. So I grow salad mix 9 to 10 months out of the year until it just gets too hot. That's my bread and butter. And I always tell new farmers I work with, that is your base. Everything else goes on top of salad mix. So if you want to do, let's just take fall, winter, into early spring. I do salad mix, carrots, spring onions. Those are the 3 main crops that I do. They're pretty easy. Once you get carrots to germinate, carrots are simple. There's not a lot of bugs that mess with them. Onions are probably the easiest crop you can grow. And when I say onions, I call them spring onions. The bulbs are about the size of your thumb, maybe a little bit bigger, but the greens get massive. And most of my customers eat the greens they cut them up and put them in the salad or whatever. So I do those 3 crops, maybe kale, maybe some radishes here and there if I've got the space and stuff like that. But those are the main 3 for the winter. And then going into the summer, it's salad mix, tomatoes, and then squash, zucchini I count as the same thing. And then if I want to throw out a few extra peppers here and there, but I don't count on them. If they produce, great, I know I can sell them, but I don't really count on them. And then so I do 3 or 4 crops. And I can really focus on those 3 or 4 crops. And I pick those crops because they're really easy to grow once you figure out salad mix. Onions are easy, carrots are easy, tomatoes are pretty simple. I only do cherries. I don't do any slicers because in Texas they split too easily. And even though me and you know a split tomato is just as good as a beautiful tomato, it's hard to sell because people in the city don't know what a split tomato, why they split. They just don't understand the concept. They're used to Kroger, beautiful red tomatoes with no taste. And then the squash and zucchini is relatively easy once you figure out how to handle the bugs. And those are all very easy to sell. In Texas, I can sell those all day long, and I have the customer base because, like you said, I'm in Dallas. That's the start of how I started doing it a few years ago with those very simple crops. And like I said, every once in a while, I'll throw in a 20-foot bed of radishes just because I know I can sell them once every few months. It's not something I can sell every single week in my CSA basket. Might do the same thing with beets every once in a while. If I'm kind of got a lull, I'll throw in some beets. Or during the summer, maybe some okra off to the side. But I never really those aren't something I count on. That's just extra icing on the cake.
Okay. So I like this simplification of things. I think I totally agree. I think the less you can do, not even just at the beginning, but really throughout your career, the better you are, where you can really just focus on one thing, hone in on it, do it well, know it, master it, and rinse and
Yep.
repeat. The the devil's advocate listening to this would say that's not enough stuff. People don't want that stuff all the time. There's just not enough variety. What would you say to them?
I understand what they're saying. My CSA model is biweekly. So I have two lists because so I have a week A and week B. I've got 7 or 8 people that are vegetarians that are on the same list. They get it every week. But I learned early on, if I do biweekly, they run out of the salad in about 10 days. So instead of on day 7, they're like, oh God, we've got to eat this salad, honey, because Mike's bringing more tomorrow. I don't want them to have to, like, I want them to look forward to it. So I would rather on Wednesday, they'd be like, hey, this is the last of the salad. Mike will bring some more on Sunday. You give them 3 or 4 days with none of your produce, and they're looking forward to it on day 14. And again, I have an unlimited number of customers. Like I have 3 million people basically that I could drive within 20 to 30 minutes and deliver to. Now, would I drive 20 minutes and deliver one basket? No, I wouldn't. But that's a whole nother conversation. So when people say I can't have 2 weeks, 2 lists bi-weekly, I need them every single week. And sounds simple, but get more customers.
Yeah.
Which in Dallas is easy. I understand if you're in a small town, that's tougher. But if you're in a city and you're urban ag and you're in a pretty good sized city, you can find enough customers to fill up 2 weeks worth of deliveries.
Do you have a term CSA, meaning
No.
somebody signs up for a certain amount of time? What's the sign up, or how does somebody enroll, get on one of these lists? What's that look like?
So it's usually by word of mouth. I get text messages all the time. Hey, Megan sent me your text, sent me your number. Can I get on your list? I had some more salad the other night and I want some. And if I have space, if I have it, I just say, okay, I'll deliver. Where do you live is the first thing I say. And if they live in the neighborhood that I'm already delivering to, I just add them and say, look, okay, I'll deliver next Thursday. It's every other Thursday for your neighborhood. Because I deliver to a different area 6 days a week. Every day of the week is a different delivery area. I've put all the people, like 6 people on Tuesday night is across the highway from me. Wednesday is my administration building that I teach in Mesquite. So I deliver on Wednesday. So people like, you deliver everywhere? Yes, but I deliver everywhere on certain days of the week to a different location.
And is it week by week? Somebody can opt into that week?
Usually if they skip 2 or 3 weeks, I just quit. I just don't take them any more stuff until they contact me back.
Hello, growers. Say goodbye to heavy sandbags and hello to Modern Growers Quick Hoops Low Tunnels. Protect your plants from pests, wind, rain, and frost without the hassle of sandbags or flimsy hoops. Our patented design eliminates the need for clamps and ropes, while the unique wire system keeps covers secure yet easily accessible. Tested in the strong winds of New Zealand for over 20 years, Quick Hoops are light, strong, portable, and versatile. Most importantly, they're designed for field use. These aren't some lightweight system that only looks great in a greenhouse. Our hoops are designed to last in harsh field conditions. Use them with any covering to grow year-round and safeguard your crops. Shade cloth, frost blanket, insect net, clear poly, no problem. Quick Hoops can handle them. Get Quick Hoops today at shop.moderngrower.co and protect your crops for years to come.